Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's
wide open. He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, sweet feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Utah State up-tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Addison. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, we hear it all the time. Coaches say balance. We want to run and throw the football, not become predictable. When it's snowing like this, the weather, you might change your mind. You might say, let's run the football a lot more. First possession, already thrown an interception.
The offense set for a first down play. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. First down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hendricks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work.
And they will score. Touchdown, Boise State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. They need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Utah State has it inside the 20. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats. You say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's John. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Utah State up-tempo. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, sprint.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. Inside the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. I like this taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back.
He'll just keep slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Ball's out. Defense coming up with fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A little over. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will quickly use a timeout. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Hit as he throws. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the defender there. When you're cold and you're wet and snowy like this, you just want to make plays and get to the sideline. Why? Because there's a heater over there. Give it to me and my jacket, please.
He's got an open man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to get to him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge, and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot-tall person. Nearly impossible.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. Great move. Now he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got the back over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Utah State, 17.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play. Didn't
find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Now on first down from the 30. Let's go. The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hendricks. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Picked off for the third time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boise State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stop.